Good morning, students. Today we have to learn about the pressure. What is pressure? Pressure at any point is defined as a thrust per unit area of the surface is called pressure. Thrust per unit area of the surface is called pressure. Then the thing which comes in your mind, what is thrust? The here thrust, force perpendicular to the surface is called thrust. Suppose we are applying the force on our palm and this is a perpendicular. When to the surface it is a force which is 90 degree to the surface on which it acts is called thrust. So what is thrust? Perpendicular force acting on the surface is called thrust. Is it clear? Now perpendicular force per unit area of the surface is called pressure. It is a much comfortable definition for you and that make you to understand the whole thing. Suppose we are applying a force that is a perpendicular, that is a 90 degrees from the board, and the area on which this force, the contact area, when the force is divided by the contact area, that quantity is called pressure. When force is divided by the area on which it acts, it is called pressure. Thus, as of now, I understand that you will understand the concept of the pressure. And for calculating of the pressure, there need a formula. What is the formula of calculating pressure? When thrust divided by the area, simply it is a force, perpendicular force is called thrust. The force divided by the area is called pressure. And take an example. Suppose a force of 50 Newton is acting on a surface of area. Surface of area is 10 meter square. Then find the pressure. Find the pressure on it applied by that surface, applied by the perpendicular force. So here how can we calculate? We know the formula F by A. Here F is 50 Newton. So put the 50 Newton and the area is 10 meter square. 10 meter square. It goes into the 5 times. Now 5 Newton per meter square. And this Newton per meter square is called Pascal. So here 5 Pascal is the pressure which is generated by the this. Here what is the unit? This is the SI unit of pressure. And there are two units. One is the CDS. In length is measured in centimeter, weight is measured in gram, and the time is measured in second. That's why it is called CDS system, centigrade, gram, second. And in CDS, the unit of the force is dyne. So that's why dyne divided by the area, and area is represented by centimeter square. The dyne per centimeter square, it may be written as like that. Dyne per centimeter square. This is the CDS unit of pressure. And what is the SI unit of the pressure? We know that SI unit of the force is Newton. Newton and it is represented by capital N. Divided by the area. Area is represented by in meter. So that's why meter square. Newton per meter square. And that Newton per meter square, Newton can be expressed in, we know that F is equal to ma. Mass is kilogram and acceleration is meter per second square. So here kg, weight per meter square, that is the unit, and this unit is called Pascal. These all are same things, but they have a different name. They all are the unit of pressure. I think the concept of the pressure is clear in your mind. Let's proceed. Now it is the type of the pressure. The first type is atmospheric pressure. What is atmosphere? The collection of the air. The air surrounding the earth is called atmosphere. So what is atmospheric pressure? The ocean of the air. Ocean of the air. The air, swirling air above the earth exert pressure on it, and that pressure is called atmospheric pressure. The pressure exerted by the air which surround the earth above the earth will exert the pressure on the earth, and that pressure is called atmospheric pressure. This is the ocean of the air above the earth exert pressure on it is called atmospheric pressure. And what is the instrument used to measure atmospheric pressure? How that pressure can be measured? That pressure can be measured with the special instrument that is called barometer. Barometer is the instrument by which atmospheric pressure can be measured. How? Let's see this diagram. This is a container, and that container contains mercury. That is a mercury. The mercury will column right into this, and here some vacuum is present, and that vacuum is called Torricellian vacuum. Torricelli is the inventor of the barometer. It is the name of the scientist who discovered the barometer. That's why that vacuum has given the name Torricellian vacuum. And here the pressure exerted by the air on the surface of the mercury, and as a result of this pressure, this will tend to increase. This air will have a tendency to increase its height. That is the height. That is height of the pressure. And on the above diagram, what height they reach, we can calculate the pressure, and that pressure is called atmospheric pressure. That is the reading of the barometer. A common example: a sudden fall in this layer, the sudden fall in this mercury layer will indicate that there is a thunder around us. That is the indication of the thunder which is coming and which will have a potential for the life damage. So be aware from the sudden fall in these vertical column of the mercury. And where that atmospheric pressure can be applied in our day-to-day life. We all know about the straw. What is the straw? You have taken a cold drinks which contain a straw, and with the straw that liquid is rising upward because of the pressure, the air pressure exerted by you, that liquid taken in your mouth. The use of the straw is based on the atmospheric pressure. The pressure exerted by the you will pull the liquid that come into that cold drinks is coming to your mouth, and that works on the atmospheric pressure. Similarly, syringe. Syringe is an instrument by which you can take the blood. The syringe is also exact. The pressure column which is present in the syringe will keep it into the tap that the liquid, that blood is coming into the syringe. That is also the where atmospheric pressure can be applied. Bicycle pump, we pump the bicycle tire, and that is also an example of the mechanical force, and that mechanical force is converted into the atmospheric pressure, and that air is blown inside the bicycle. The bicycle pump is also based on the atmospheric pressure. And now vacuum cleaner. Vacuum cleaner is also based on the fact of vacuum is created. The pressure area will be created, and due to the pressure area created around, all the dust particle around it is absorbed by the that pressure. The vacuum pressure also works on the atmospheric pressure. That is all about the atmospheric pressure. Now we will study the fluid pressure.